Yeah, how do you maintain longevity in the NFL? That's a great question because there are ways. And number one, the first thing I'll say, there's certain characteristics that are very similar to the players that I've seen sustain success for a long time, and they're typically the guys that become Hall of Fame caliber players because they're really good. But I'll say number one, they're coachable. They have an incredible work ethic. They are consistent. You can be coachable but not consistent, and you're probably going to have limitations. The players that I've seen check all those boxes, and they do it consistently every single day through the course of a long-term career. So those players have to exhibit all of those characteristics. And when you show me those things, I'll say, all right, that player has a better potential to outlive the quote-unquote cliff to where you're running back and you're probably going to start to fade at this age. Every position has that. You can look at trends, you can look at data, but for me, it's always look at the context, and I get to live the context. That's the beauty about being in the facilities and getting close with a lot of these players and actually being a part of how they train and how they protect themselves. They optimize their performance, but they also protect the longevity and the legacy of their career by putting in those little daily deposits. They show up, they do the extra work, they show up, they do extra film, they go home, they partake in extra recovery modalities. A lot of those guys, they'll have private massage therapists at home. They go through subtle things over the long term that lead into these deposits, and then their withdrawal is, hey, when I'm 30, I'm still going. I'm getting better. You see some of these guys sustain incredible success for a long time. It's not by accident, it's not by happenstance, it's by hard work, and it's by those deposits that they put in over the long haul. We call it 1%. What's that edge? It's the 1% in anything that you do, but when you're dealing with highly elite athletes, 1% is a huge deal. If I can take a Calvin Johnson and Aaron Donald and Ndamukong Suh, Cooper Kupp, and say, I got you 1% better at acceleration or at top end speed or at power, that's a critical variable that's going to help that player sustain success even better and even more throughout the rest of their career, because 1% for a player that is already at the top 99.99% is going to be a big deal because they're still playing against elite level athletes that are also at that 99 percentile. So 1%, they will do whatever it takes within the rules of the game, obviously, all those guys, but they're going to put in the work, they're going to put in the time, they'll put in their own financial resources to go attack that 1% edge. Absolutely.